This is constructed to the situation of the students in inland China, where different types of the auxiliary materials are constantly published in Chinese. They are, though, able to access new materials together with the textbooks. However, Tibetan students typically only want access to the Tibetan language textbooks, which impacts basic knowledge, but lacks critical learning development by using auxiliary teaching materials. Additionally, Tibetan children also use textbooks translated from the Chinese that have a little relevance for the Tibetan cultural context. Because of this reason, Tibetan children are become unfamiliar with their own customs, culture, and core values. Therefore, in order to educate the young Tibetan generation and give them a sense of the identity, we need to edit new curriculum and textbooks that combine Chinese content with the local contents. Next one is the teaching problems of the Tibetan language in minority nationalities university. In China, special universities were set up for ethnic minority students, which are called nationality universities. They are often the only universities that offer courses in the minority language, such as Tibetan. Even so, often the only courses offered in the Tibetan medium are the Tibetan language and literature courses. Other subjects must still take in Chinese language. With the development of the information technology and knowledge-based economy, employees are increasingly required to study new theories, new knowledge, and new techniques. Knowledge structure that need to fit updated, optimized, but currently most colleges and universities give up mother tongue education and give too much emphasis on the importance of the Chinese and the foreign language. There is a tendency to use Chinese for create the curriculum, plan, teaching materials, and the teaching process implementation. A considerable number of the courses, except for the compulsory ones, are conducted in Chinese, both in regard to teaching materials and teaching language. Due to language barriers and limitation, Tibetan students cannot learn and grasp modern application-oriented subjects very well, which has negative impacts such as difficult for students to be competitive in the job market. This clearly demonstrates that we have to strengthen mother tongue education and ensure that other subjects offered in Tibetan language catch up with or go beyond the simple Tibetan language and literature courses. The second one is the brief introduction of the TWIST Foundation in native with supporting the mother tongue education. TWIST Foundation, according to the above mentioned, we implemented that kind of activity to the mother tongue education develop. The first is the support for special classes using mother tongue education. I will come back to this in detail later. The second is the teacher training. The teacher training, thorough intensive teacher training during class holidays. The TWIST Foundation 149 middle school teachers expanded their Tibetan medium teaching skills and improved respective subjects, for example, math, mathematics, chemistry, Tibetan and Chinese, computer science, geography, biology, history, and political science. A total 2,204 teachers we trained in the methodology, student-centered teacher, class management, and various other modern teaching methodologies. Next one is the school administrative training. 173 schools principals and administrators improved this school management techniques, teaching methodology, and knowledge of the mother tongue education policies through intensive short-term training. School administrators from the Tibetan areas of the China took part in the study tour to Inner Mongolia to learn from the mother tongue education experience. The next one is a sport for discussion forum for the mother tongue education, the examination. The education officials from the prefecture level education department in Qinghai, Gansu, Sichuan, the province participated in the discussion forum for the mother tongue education. Try to improve model 1 education for all minority communities in the Western China. The organizers created standard examination papers for the junior middle schools and senior middle schools. The different regions to the administrator for each subject once a year, and the exam results are compared. It is very helpful for the unified examination for the Tibetan areas in the future. The next one is a support for the publish of the science subject teaching materials and the Tibetan language auxiliary textbooks for the students and the teachers. In order to improve mother tongue education, teaching materials were translated and edited, provided the teachers and the students partner schools. In addition, all partner schools were equipped with the implementary learning materials, include dictionaries, textbooks, and lab learning resources for the Tibet, Chinese, and English. A total of 26,160 and educational the materials and books were distributed. For the scholarships for the students and the mother tongue education, total the 5,200 middle school students were supported through the grants, and 1,583 scholarships were awarded the undergraduate and postgraduate students.